Number one Cochran Sports Showdown is brought to you by Number One Cochran, Go One Better, and by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Have a greater hand in your health.
All right, welcome back to the Number One Cochran Sports Showdown. The Pirates lose to the Reds 8-6 today, but there's one play that we want to talk about. It happened in the 8th inning, and Josh Bell had a chance to score. He went home, and he was called out. And there was a lot of debate about this play, guys, whether it was a good play by the catcher or not. We showed it in the highlights. Tim, we'll start with you and go around. What do you think?
Well, I think this is why this rule stinks, this exact play. The catcher did everything he needed to do. Josh Bell did everything he could have done. There was no collision. This rule comes into play as a debate. Even by Josh Bell's own admission, the catcher gave him a lane and then took the lane away when he went back to tag him going across home plate.
Which he's allowed to do.
Which he's allowed to do. So I don't know. To have to replay this rule and have it come up all the time in the name of a couple collisions a year, I think baseball has opened a Pandora's box with this replay and this Buster Posey rule that it just can't escape now.
You know, I'm sure you guys will agree. I'm generally clueless, and in this case, I'm absolutely clueless. I watched that play happen live and then turned around and did something else, figuring it was the inning break. I thought it was a perfectly legal play. The catcher didn't block the plate without the ball. He had it. I don't even know why it was reviewed for. I have no problem sending Josh Bell. Usually in that situation, it takes a good throw to get him, but, you know, you're trying to tie the game up late, be aggressive. I'm okay with that. But I had no problem with his slide, and I had no problem with the tag.
I agree. Much like the Kemp play the other night against the Rangers with the Dodgers that kind of started a little bit of a rift between those two teams. People are thinking, as a guy who's played a lot of baseball, I can sort of think about this. People think too much and don't just play anymore because of this rule. The catcher's thinking, the umpire's thinking, the base runner's thinking, the guy who's on deck who's telling him to slide or not is thinking, and people just aren't reacting. People reacted for 100 years when a play like that happened, and now everybody's thinking too much. And I think it should just be, I don't want to say no holds barred and you could just truck a catcher, but baseball ran pretty smoothly before Buster Posey got run over.
Colin, real quick, we only have about 10, 15 seconds. How do you fix it? Do you just
I would not have had the rule in the first
ball
place.
Beats the player at home?
I'd get rid of the rule. I'd totally get rid of the rule.
It was a good idea at the time, but the Buster Posey rule has come and gone.
Right.
All right, we got to take a break on the Number One Cochran Sports Showdown. Back in a couple minutes to wrap things up.